Paul was a real different cat. Like he showed up with Kowalski, with Walter, like at the first set of TV. I want to think the first, like maybe the darks were Worcester. Or, but the funny thing is like every Saturday afternoon when we're on the road, we would watch the WCW afternoon television wrestling show. And like our guy was terrorizing. And that was Triple H's WCW gimmick. He was terrorizing. So like when he came into TV, he's got slacks on, a fucking jacket. And this is back in fanny pack. You gotta have black jeans, fanny pack, Magnum fucking, the high-tech Magnums, the black fucking combat fatigue boots. Some kind of fucking gimmick shirt that you got from a radio station. Right. Or you can wear anybody else's gimmick t-shirt, but you can't wear your own. Okay. Can't wear your own. So I can wear Taker's, Scott can wear mine. You can, when it got to the point when Scott was getting ready to leave, everybody wore Scott's t-shirt. It was yellow, and it would drive Vince crazy. Like, fuckers, then he had the purple one, we didn't wear that one.
That's great.
And, here's this guy, and I remember it was so funny. He walked in the building, and Scott just immediately got up out of his chair and walked behind him and just walked like step for step right behind him. Fucking Paul stopped, turned around, looked at him, and Scott went. And it was just like, he looked at us like, what the fuck? So, it's time now. It's just like, man, it's the time of the night. It's monitor time. Time to fucking rip every motherfucker that comes to the monitor. Just sit there and a guy would come, oh! So here comes Paul, he's got his match. Well, I'll sit there, and he has this match, where I'll go. So he comes out, and he's sitting there, he's taking his tape off his wrist. And we walk up to him, we go, who you driving with? He goes, I'm with Walter. I go, okay. Well, how long are you with Walter? He said, well, there's just a trip. I don't want to fucking leave him. I said, all right. And I said, you're with us.
Why? Just because he could work?
Yeah, you could just tell he was money. And so then once we got to talk to him a little bit, we realized like his passion. And he was smart too. Like he knew the business.
What got someone invited into the Kliq? What was the checklist, if you had to make one?
You had to love the business. It had to be like a priority. It wasn't something you did. It wasn't like cutting the lawn. I gotta cut the lawn. And you could just tell when he just, most guys really kind of, like, especially then, there were so few dark matches and so few fucking tryouts. When a guy came in, it was just like, wow. Like this guy's getting a tryout. This is, getting a tryout with the Yankees.
Right.
That's a big thing. That was a huge jump back in those days. To go from WCW, I remember when Sean, when I first was asked, Sean asked the Steiners if they knew me, and Robbie said, fuck, he said, I've known Kev like before I ever got into business. We used to train at the same gym in Atlanta. And he said, do you think he'd be my bodyguard? I said, fuck, I'll call him. So they called me, and I was just like, but there was still that apprehension of, I'm not ready for fucking, I'm not ready for the big leagues.
Right.
Like that step was, and.
So the Kliq sees a guy who looks like he's ready for the big leagues.
And he was, and it was such a plus to find out, A, they didn't drink or do anything.
Well, that's an interesting point. He doesn't party. What made you think he'd fit in with you guys, that he wouldn't be disapproving of your lifestyle?
Well, I think that at that point, if you're going to be with somebody, like you want to be with somebody that's kind of got a little bit of stroke, and you also, for him, when we found out that he didn't do those things, it was just like, for me, it was like finally, fuck, finally. And finally I don't have to drive every fucking mile of every fucking trip.